Hey guys, look, a blue shirt this time, not a black one. Isn't that amazing? Alrighty, so last time I talked about my grandmother, how she was doing, she'd gotten injured a few ways. From what I understand, she's doing better. Of course, as much better as an 89-year-old woman with a fractured shoulder and hip can do, but, at this point, I haven't heard anything, so I'm assuming that no news is good news, as much as I hate that phrase. So there's that. Shane is still trying to change jobs. He went through the interview process for one of the options that we've been discussing, and that seems to be going okay. We won't know whether or not he'll continue to be hired or not for at least 3 to 4 weeks. There are a ton of applicants, and there's a extremely extensive background check that they have to do on everyone. So, there's that. He's also applied at a couple of other places. I'm not at liberty to discuss which, on the very off chance that someone that he works with sees this and decides to sue whoever hires him, because that's the kind of fuckery they're getting up to now. I won't discuss it. I'm in a good mood today. So there's that. I'm still not looking for work, because I've talked to Shane. He says that as of right now I don't really need to be finding a job, which is good. Moving right along. I'm going to, on Thursday, go and visit my family. Shane will have to stay here because of work, because, as always, because fuck you, that's why. My sister just spent, like, a month in Costa Rica. She spent some time abroad as part of her, Spanish program at her school. And I'm looking forward to seeing her. That's the main reason I'm going, is so I can see her. She said that she has a ton of stuff for me, but that's not the only reason I'm going. Come on, guys. It'd just be good to see her. I'm sure we'll talk about that. See my other set of grandparents, see how my mom's doing, my dad. Don't know if I mentioned Dad has a new job, which is a really good job. I won't get any further than that. Let me think. I'm looking at the little list that I have on the side here. I'm trying to stick to it this time. So last month, as far as videos go, I hit a couple of, well, I don't want to say milestones, but I put up a couple of videos last month that I really liked. First being I'm fandom trash, a fan-made music video for Steven Universe. That is the first kind of video like that I have ever made. It took me, I want to say between, from recording the clips to putting them in order and syncing it with the songs, I want to say it took about 5 hours. And there were times where I was going frame by freaking frame to make sure it all timed up correctly. And from what people have said, I actually did a pretty decent job of that. I'll put a link to that in the description. Please watch it. I'm really proud of it. I'm hoping on doing more like it. So there was that one. There's also the van incident story that I put up. That one I mentioned last month. I did the thing where I'm talking and I'd put up like the little doodles of what's going on. The gas station is out of gas. And that seemed to get some pretty good reception as well. I'll, again, put a link to that in the description. That's one of my favorite things. I'm trying to think of more stories I can tell in that format. I may just wind up doing like a whole bunch of like little short things mushed together. I don't know. Excuse me. I also, not this month, but last month, hit over 100 videos on the channel. The official 100th video that went up, I believe, is Undertale Part 13. I'm not 100% sure. Excuse me. I think it's Undertale 13 or 14. One of the ones toward the end. And so, because I goofed, and like when people do, they're like, oh, 100th video, it's the special that they do is the 100th video, but I didn't do that. So it's the 100 plus videos special / introduction to the channel. What I did is I took clips and pieces from all the videos I've done dating as far back as the first year I was on YouTube. It's been 3 years this year. Holy crap. Why do people do that? What am I doing? What the fuck? Is that a penis? I lost everything. It's hilarious looking back at the very first video I did compared to like what I've done a couple weeks ago. Ooh. The cringe is strong, let's say. I'm thinking I may do a short video where I react to all my old stuff. I think that'd be funny. I need to stop saying, I really am trying to work on that, I'm sorry. So, there's that. I've also been working on, again, I'll put a link to the 100 thing in the description. I've been working on 7th Guest, and doing it blindly may not have been the best idea. The way it's a kind of, it's one of those games kind of like Harvester or Phantasmagoria. Do you remember like in the early to mid 90s, I think they're called DOS games, were huge, where it was like, you know, live people in a generated environment, you know, and it's all done in like video clips. That's what this is. And oh my god, it's hideous. The game came out in 1993, so it's very old. The game is like 22 years old. I got it on Steam for $1. Excuse me. And so, you know, it's not going to be the prettiest thing to look at. The frame rate is pretty piss poor, I will admit. A couple of people have asked if there's anything I can do about it. I've tried. I don't think there's anything I can do to fix it. But apart from how ugly it is, it's a good game. I'm enjoying it when I'm not ripping my hair out from frustration. But, you know, that's how it is with any kind of puzzle game. Just the thing about 7th Guest for me is that it's not immediately clear for every single puzzle what you need to do. Like, you know, for the cake, it was said you need to have 6 pieces of equal size with all the symbols. That was one thing. And then you go upstairs and you're greeted with a 5x4 chessboard with little pieces on it, and you're not even told anything. You're just like, go, figure it out. And I'm like, you fucking kidding me? Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that irritates me. And there's also a lot of, well, I don't know what the fuck to do. Where am I going? And so I'm wandering around like, doo-doo-doo, wasting 15 minutes poking around. So what I've decided to do for 7th Guest is I have a walkthrough saved on my phone. And what I'll do with it is, if I come to a puzzle where the instructions are not immediately clear, like that damn bishop puzzle I was just talking about, then I'll look at what I need to do. Spend maybe 5-10 minutes trying to figure it out. If I can't get it, then I'll see what the guide's answer is to the puzzle. I don't like doing it, but I also don't like having to sit and edit out 20 minutes of me going, this is stupid! So, hopefully I can continue to record the damn game without any problems. I tried to get up part 4 a couple days ago, tried to record it, and freaking, I'd gotten through the maze. You know, the maze that had turned me, I went Gollum the first episode. I'd gotten through it. I was very proud of myself. It took me like 3 tries, but I got through it. So I wrapped up the recording, I went to go and edit while it was all still fresh in my mind. It fucking... If you've seen part 3.5, you know what happened, but it fucking... Something went wrong with the video recording. It got all the audio down, but the video got stuck. So you can hear me solving the maze, but you can't see it. So what I'm going to do for that is just lead up to the point where I'm going to make part 4, and I will include the bits in the maze up until the video froze. Then I'll put up a short blurb like, hey, this is what happened, moving right along to the next part. Good God, editing this is gonna suck. I don't know why. See, even with the little list, sometimes I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But anyway, let me see. Covered all of that. The last thing that I have not yet discussed is, I don't know what's come over me lately, but I have had so many ideas for like new projects and drawings and paintings and things that I have I have like a neon yellow notebook I keep with me like at all times, and I've got pages and pages of like ideas just written down and very, very crappily sketched out. And let me see. See all these canvases here? Every last one of them has a project assigned to it. Every last one. It's a lot. And I'm hoping to actually start on one of them tonight. We'll see how much laundry and dishes I get done. I've been neglecting the house again. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of sketching. I've been getting a lot of ideas down. And that's just been really good. On top of that, a couple days ago, I, excuse me, I decided to sit down and draw out a Slenderhead comic, which I have not done in over a year and a half. It's been way too long. For those of you that don't know, back before I quit Tumblr the first time, I had or still have, I haven't closed it yet, an Ask blog for the Slenderman and Pyramid Head. They're like roommates and best friends and shit like that. Came up with the idea with a friend of mine over lunch one day back when I was in college the first time. And it was just a bunch of things, like, you know, people would ask questions and I'd have like a running story, and you know how Ask blogs work on Tumblr. It's like that. But, you know, around mid-April, late March last year, I just couldn't do it. I had no inspiration. I was so tired. I was so just, you know, because I had just gotten out of school. My health was bad. There was so much crap going on elsewhere. I had to kind of, you know, not exactly close it down, but I just quit for a while. I put up a note. I'm like, hey guys, everything's gone to shit. I'm going to have to, you know, put this on the back burner for God knows how long. But that doesn't mean I'm not, you know, thinking about it. I've always got ideas going in my head, which is another reason I have that little notebook, is so I can write things down as they come to me. And one of the things I did was, I actually drew up, yesterday. No, not yesterday. Frick. 2-3 days ago? I don't know. If you're on my Facebook, you've seen it. If you follow the page, you've seen it. I'll put a link to the post itself in the description. There's going to be a lot of links in the description. Editing Tori, remember to freaking do that. Last time you didn't. But yeah, it's just a little dumb idea I had. Like, you know, Slenderman gets pissed off, but you can't tell because he has no freaking face. So, he draws on freaking angry eyebrows. Because I'm so original. But I'm really happy with this one. The larger one down here. Especially the hand. I actually, sat and posed, like, with my hand like this to get the idea. Instead of just going, that looks right. So, it felt good to work on that again. It took a little bit to get back into the swing of it. I almost forgot how to draw these things, which is dumb because it's just like basically a stick figure in a suit. But I don't know. It was nice to post up something new. Every time I say I'm gonna pop myself. I ought to get like one of those little shock collars. That would be both entertaining and painful. So we'll see. As for what's happening next month, I already discussed going to visit my family, see my sister. Beyond that, I have no idea. I'm hoping to finish up Seventh Guest. I'd like to have another one of the Steven Universe music video things type of things up. I'd like to have a couple of, maybe not challenges, but like different bits and things up for you guys to see. I recently made a video of, I think I'm going to make this a series, like Pinterest things. I got to stop saying that. It's gonna, oh my god, it's annoying me so badly. I'm sorry. I'm gonna make a series of, like, Pinterest things, like, hey, let's see if this works, and if it does, then hey. If it doesn't, then pfft, okay. The first one is this thing, I'm sure some of you have seen it, where you take old eyeshadow palettes and crush them up and put it into clear nail polish and it makes nail polish. Not to spoil anything, but really, come on. No, it didn't. So I'll have that up at some point. I don't even realize I'm doing it. Anyway, so there may not be a video up for another week or so. Another week or so after this one goes up, because I'm going to be out of town, and then when I get back, there's going to be a lot of stuff to do around the house. But again, beyond all of that, I really don't know what's going to be going on. New videos, new paintings, getting the house cleaned up. Beyond that, no idea. As for July, one of my cousins is going to come and visit my mom where she lives, where they live, I should say. And so Shannon and I are going to go up there and see them, which will be good. He really needs the time off. Like, just things have gotten so bad. So if you guys are the praying type, if you're like, you know, positive vibes, all that good stuff, send them our way, because we need them. But, anyway, beyond all that, everything's been good. My mood has been stable. A bit on the upside, but stable. So, I think I've covered everything. I need to finish the second set of bones. I need to do that. Yeah, I need to do that. If it'll ever stop raining for more than 10 minutes. It rained so much here that a part of the interstate, not far from where we are, was shut down because it flooded over. I can find a picture and I'll put it up. Yeah, scary stuff. There's been so much fucking rain. But, you know, what can you do? It's annoying because it seems like not even 3 or 4 weeks ago it was cold. And now I go outside and it's like instant sweat. I hate it. Ugh. I feel like I'm one of those few people that hates the summertime just because it's hot and there's mosquitoes and there's tourists and none of my clothes are comfortable and I don't like it at all. But anyway, I've been blabbering too much, and as always, take a shot. I need to go eat something. So I'll see you guys in the next thing I do, whatever that may be. If you liked it, please do. If you didn't, don't bother, but tell me why. If there's something I need to work on, like saying which I'm aware of, then tell me, let me know. Because, you know, feedback is super important, and I really like the little bit of interaction I've got with you guys. Granted, there's not a whole bunch of you, like maybe 20, but still, that's better than the 3 I had, not even a year ago? So, the channel's been growing, and I am really happy about that. But again, you know, like it if you did. If you didn't, don't. Tell me why if you didn't. And I will see you guys in whatever the fuck I do next. Thanks for watching. Bye.